Lelouch, sit where you are and watch.
What?
What the f is happening?
Today we are reacting to episode 15 and 16 of Code Geass Season 2. Where we left off last was the death of Shirley.
Oh, yes.
R.I.P. Shirley.
It hasn't, as of this recording, come out on our main channel yet, but it was a bit expected.
I mean, we did, like, expect it. And I was thinking about it, too, like, as we were going through and editing it. It is sort of a reverse bloodstained Yuffie moment.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about how a lot of times things are mirrored, and I think it was another situation where we saw something happen to Suzaku in the first season, and now something similar is happening to Lelouch in this season.
They were both, it was both Geass's fault.
Geass related.
Yeah, because it was someone, Rollo, using his Geass on her, and Lelouch using his Geass on Yuffie.
It was also the first time we learned about Jeremiah's connection to Lelouch's mom, and
which was a bit left field.
It did feel a bit out of left field,
because it was like, oh, this is super convenient for Lelouch.
But I can suspend not even my disbelief.
You're
I'm on board.
Well,
I'm
you
open
like
to
Jeremiah.
it. I'm on board with it. I do like Jeremiah.
It's not very hard for
no,
you
it's cool. It's cool. It makes perfect sense, actually.
It's not very hard for you to like it or enjoy it.
But not only that, at the very end of the last episode we watched, it felt like we were on the precipice of getting some lore.
It's episode 15. Like,
I really
something neat. I don't want no other. I don't want no parallel flashes to moments in time. I want to see that shit.
I want to see it.
I want to see that shit up close, up center, up front, POV. Give me some scenes.
It really did feel like at the end of the last episode that we were going to finally be getting some huge reveals, or at least some more backstory, some extended backstory.
Right.
But we will see. So without further ado, let's just jump into our first reaction. Our reaction to episode 15, turn 15, The Seas World. Like Sea World, kind of.
Like Sea's Candy.
As always, if you'd like to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored versions of these reactions and all our previous reactions, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/volume1pod. You can even try it out for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you. It matters. It means the world to us. It helps. So if you're willing and able to support in that way, patreon.com/volume1pod. Now on to the reaction.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Like, fuck.
It's been a long time, Lelouch, my prodigal son.
Answer my question about 8 years ago! Why didn't you try to protect Mother? You knew the others were plotting against her! You knew everything!
People are not equal. You have a unique form of Geass, a power that no one else possesses. Use it to get the answer from me.
He's
Damn.
Trying to get me to use my Geass on him. If I look into his eyes, and he'll look into mine. His Geass requires eye contact, just like mine does. So the moment I look, his Geass will take control of me.
What's wrong? Are you not my son?
I have no time to make the wrong choice.
These orders are from Zero. Search through all facilities. Obey Zero. Bring all corpses to the designated area. We must determine if any of the experimental soldiers are among them.
But this is a massacre.
Bartley, I hated you for reconstructing me with this body, but your loyalty to the Imperial family was genuine. I make my final decision. I will respect you.
Okay.
Whoa.
Lelouch V. Britannia commands you. Die!
Oh, shit. Lelouch?
Very well.
Nah.
No, it didn't work.
No way. Or maybe he can't die.
Yeah, maybe he can't die.
Or he's already dead or something. I don't know.
No fucking way.
No, it's not that simple. No way. No way.
Lelouch.
This
do
is all
not be
part of
dumb.
his trap, yeah.
Mother, I did it.
This is already a false memory that's been implanted in his head. Oh.
I don't know anything about Lelouch. How many times must I say it?
Would you swear to it solemnly on Shirley's grave?
Oh.
Oh!
Going to tell me everything
That was
with the help of
hard.
this
He hit her
referee.
hard.
Please don't. Stop
Wow, Suzaku.
Suzaku's going off the
Be
deep
afraid.
end.
You'll lose your willpower soon.
Brother, help me.
Now you will obey my commands. I will not be like him.
Okay.
How many years has it been since we were together face to face, V2? In the end, I couldn't run away from my destiny, could I?
Now I bear the burden of
Oh yeah, they're fucked up.
that destiny of immortality.
V2, are you?
Well, do you swear it? Yes. In this world full of lies, we will never lie to each other.
Damn.
Because I am your big brother.
I killed him. I had questions for him. Deaths he should have answered for.
Oh, who?
I knew it.
You're impudent.
I knew it.
Lelouch.
Oh my
You're
god.
alive? That's impossible.
You really thought you could defeat me with those cheap tricks? You want the power of a king? Then have the courage to come at me like a king.
Die!
You think that's how a king does it?
My Geass isn't working.
Why is it not working?
I am beyond the power of guns or swords now.
What the fuck?
Charles, why steal V2's code now? Why would you kill the older brother you loved so much? V2, you loved Marianne, didn't you?
He's become
Okay.
immortal too. I can't win. There's no way I can win.
That's how I would react.
A new power in place of Geass. And so, Lelouch, behold, and I shall show you the true nature of this world.
Bro, what the fuck?
Those masks.
The mechanism.
Maybe. Oh fuck.
Chigusa,
That was the name you called me when I lost my memory.
but that doesn't change anything.
I'm a Britannian baroness. No matter what the reason, if I don't erase the disgrace of my having loved an 11, I won't be able to live in this world.
If I must die, I just wish it could have been in Japan.
They're still madly in
You
love with
know
each
when I
other.
was going to kill you.
Everybody dies. I wanted to choose the time.
You can also choose to kill me if you want. Tell me, why did a terrorist save a Britannian in the first place?
In the beginning, I thought I could get information from you about Zero. I tricked you, kept you under surveillance. But while we lived together...
I'm your sworn enemy!
But I still love you!
Are you insane?
Must be. But I can't stop myself from loving you!
It's beautiful. Beautiful,
I
Ogi.
never set eyes on you!
Oh,
From intelligence?
she don't play around.
The ninja.
What is Geass? I want the truth!
How strange. A child who's wrapped himself in lies desires the truth from others. The false name and false mask of Zero. What has it gotten you?
Everything! Followers! Territory!
You lost Euphemia. Suzaku and Nanali are also lost to your lies.
Shut up! I did what I had to do. People lie to survive.
You want others to know your true self, yet you only show them a false face. How can anyone know you if you don't reveal yourself? If you hide behind masks, you are afraid that they'll find out who you really are. In the end, your lies serve no purpose, because you are me and I am you. Though there are worlds without end, there is but one being.
One? What are you saying?
God?
Charles. Playtime is over now. There's nothing in it for me now.
C2?
You don't have to cajole him like this to get me here. I already exist. In this realm.
True enough, C2. In that case,
True enough.
your wish.
You know what C2's wish is?
Lelouch, it's time you knew the conditions of our contract and what I desire.
Please, please!
My wish is to die. To end my existence in all worlds forever.
Oh.
But why? Why would you want to die?
In the final stage of Geass, the user retains the position of the one who granted them the power. Thus, you have gained the power to kill me. Of all those I made contracts with, none has ever reached that point. But now there's Charles. He has done it.
You mean you made your contract with me so that you could cease to exist?
It's providence, a boundary. Only when it's finite can we call it life.
We call it life because we feel it!
Same thing. There is no life unless there is death.
That's just wordplay, it's not real!
People die. That's real. Without death, all we have are random events. If you have a reason for living, then you have to kill me. Do that and you'll be Charles's equal.
Damn, dude.
So fare thee well, Lelouch. You're too kind to end our contract.
Wait, you're...
Okay, that's crazy. I buy that. You look suspicious. I buy that.
Is there any point in asking such questions? After all, you're about to die.
I suppose you're right.
So very well then. I'll proceed with the redevelopment of the Saitama Ghetto according to this schedule.
Wait a minute, please.
Huh? Is there something wrong?
This plan you worked out, it isn't going to penalize the 11s, is it?
Of course not. It's the best possible
Of
plan
course
for them
it
and
is.
for us.
That is a lie, isn't it? Please rework the plan once more. I don't wish the 11s to be disadvantaged by it.
Princess, I am an expert. Please let me handle them.
Miss Lohmeyer.
And I'm a princess, bitch.
I believe that I'm the Viceroy.
Yup. Put your foot
After all
down.
this, my only choice is to confront Lelouch about it directly.
Suzaku, did you finish your work at the Bureau?
Have you seen Lelouch?
I guess what happened to Shirley really shook him up. He hasn't been home or at school. Hey!
This is the Arthur reveal episode. That he's an ancient Geass user.
Now?
There is no unusual activity.
I asked where he is!
As I said, there's no unusual activity to report.
So that's it. The entire OSI staff has been...
Please forgive me. I had to speak with Nonali.
It's all right. We're still getting ready.
What happened? Oh, you know the topic. Lloyd's Camelot Group and Suzaku.
I meant with the Totomo agency.
Oh, that. It depends on the result of this test.
Yes, my brother Schneisel contacted me. We can raise Area 11's status to satellite region. He said it's in recognition of improved public order and productivity.
That's good news. Lelouch must have been Zero all this time. But if I report that to the Emperor, what happens to Nonali?
If Lelouch regains his memories, then I shall simply use Nonali to deal with him.
Bro, he's playing all of
You're
you.
not hiding anything, right?
Of course not. You're the one person that I'd never lie to.
Then will you tell me who it was I spoke to on the phone that time?
Ooh.
Wasn't it my big
Truth
brother?
time.
Suzaku, you're just like him, aren't you? Like my brother.
He's gone? Zero's gone?
Damn, Nonali!
Side of the target.
Missing? My brother is...
Materializing.
Yeah, your brother's in another realm right now.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck. This is C2 right here.
Hey!
Oh fuck.
It's no use. These are all my memories. You can't interfere. Who are you? Tell me.
I'm Lelouch.
This is lit. This is what I've been waiting for.
I just don't want to die.
Then let's make a contract.
Oh,
that's how it happens. They pass it down so that they can die.
One day you will grant me a special wish. Do you swear that you'll do it?
So is this?
It is. I swore to uphold that contract.
Bro, she's so sick.
Stop it, both of you!
I'm sorry about this. We were getting along quite well together.
Stop!
Ogie! No! Ogie!
The Geass I manifested was to make people love me.
Oh!
Because deep in my heart, I wanted to be loved by someone.
Wow, that's why
And my
Mao
wish
was fucking
granted.
crazy.
Because of my Geass, I was loved by everyone. But in the end, it was too much. Love without limit was love without meaning. I forgot what love really was. The only person I believed in was her. Because my Geass couldn't work on her, she was the one person who would scold me for being trivial. And yet...
Yes, I gave back all the gifts I received, like you told me to. But it can't be helped, can it?
Damn, double
It's
Geass.
because of the Geass. I'm so tired of all the proposals and flowers. Now some of them are
She's like,
spelling
then maybe put some
religion
clothes on. Maybe it's not the Geass. Maybe it's just that you're naked all the
I
time.
need someone to take my place, so eternity can finally end for me. Can you imagine the agony? The hell of living on and on for eternity? I'm sorry, dear. I'm afraid I tricked you.
Whoa!
She had just pretended to be friends with me right from the start. I was a tool, a way for her to end her life. That's all. You're still not in here. That means you're not from my past. You're a real person, aren't you?
Am I? I couldn't really say.
I wonder if you're very important to me.
that means Lelouch is gonna get her ability and live forever.
Not necessarily her ability, but
The ones who were kind
Well,
yes, he
but,
could
like,
live
live
forever.
forever.
Yeah.
All of them eventually vanished into the flow of time.
But now, your tormented days.
Yes, my long journey ends here.
Don't hug Charles like that. Don't be on him like that.
Opened it, Lelouch. The thought elevator.
This realm of existence is itself a system for interfering with thought.
Yep. He was in there the whole time.
Lelouch, sit where you are and watch.
Watch what?
What the fuck is happening?
Stop it! C2 is mine! She's mine! Tell me, C2! Why didn't you make me take your place? You could have had your death that way, forcing me into your hell of eternal life! C2, it wasn't out of pity, was it? Don't die looking like that! You should come to death smiling!
What do you think you're doing, C2?
You've stolen enough from me already, Father! You won't have her too!
Whoa!
No, you'll ruin it all!
What the fuck is happening?
I know what it was now! I understand what your Geass was! And I know your true wish! Let me reach you!
Wow. Holy fuck. This episode is amazing. Her fucking nuclear fucking weapon.
Explosive force. Chief, congratulations. You are a genius.
I'm very honored, Prince Schneisel. Now war itself will change. And mankind with it.
Damocles is here at last.
Fucking Oppenheimer and
We're
shit.
back, C2. Wake up.
But at least Oppenheimer felt bad about what he did.
We'll use him to get out of here.
Who are you, sir?
What are you saying? We need to talk about the Emperor and the...
Are you my new master? I can clean and help prepare food for cooking. I can also fetch water and tend cows and sew. I can read a little and count to 20. I can even carry away corpses if you need that.
Her mind probably went back to what it was before Geass. Now that was a fucking episode.
Was more
Let's
than just
go.
flashes.
That was what I have literally been waiting for, hoping for, dreaming about. We finally got it, and I like it. I like it a lot. So it seems to me that, you know, the owners, users of Geass are granted an ability that...
But under the condition that they have to live forever.
Right.
Correct?
Well, okay, so they're granted an ability based on something within them. So for C2, it was love. For Lelouch, it's probably that he wanted to be able to command people, to tell people what to do, for people to listen to him. So once the Geass contract has been made, how I believe it works is that you're almost going through like a trial period of sorts to see if you are worthy or can handle the power of Geass, and at a certain point, you are able to relieve your person, the person who gave you that power,
right,
of their immortal burden, I guess,
right.
Which is something that, you know, we'll get into later, because, you know, I still love this, I love it, but I still don't buy, you know, when I see vampires and when I, you know, see immortality in media, you can't tell me it's not cool, dude.
It's probably cool for a little bit until it's not cool.
I just can't imagine it never not being cool, ever. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. So Charles has sort of like ascended to this level, and is able to obtain and become what C2 and V2 are/were, which is an immortal being with the power to create his own contracts and, you know, bestow power onto others, whatever. But I think he's more interested in the immortality side.
Got it. Yeah.
C2 was about to give Charles her power, but backed out last minute because she did not know that Lelouch was somehow able to actually go into her past and find out what her true desire was.
Yes.
Yeah. And that whole realm is a realm designed by Charles to fuck with your head and fuck with your memory. So the moment that you're there at all, ever, you're already kind of under his spell, a bit under his Geass, I guess. Amazing. I love that. I love that explanation. I was worried that maybe as long as it had gone on without us really getting much, that it was not going to...
It's going to be underwhelming.
Be as satisfying, but I am very satisfied. That was a fucking awesome episode.
Right.
And there's still things that, like, I don't even... That's not all.
Yeah, like, how is V2 his actual sibling? Like,
so
how
I
are
don't think
they...
V2 is. I don't think V2 is. And if V2 is, which V2 might be, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, because they showed that flashback.
Well, V2 never aged, but Charles did, because V2 is immortal.
But why?
So it could be two things. It could be that V2 was immortal before they met Charles, and they're just brothers because of how long they've known each other, or that is Charles' brother, and Charles, we see these beings make contracts with kids.
Well, Charles, at that moment in time, Charles did something to V2. V2 was immortal, but then wasn't, because Charles, they said code. Like, why did you steal V2's code?
Right.
So now Charles is immortal. He wasn't before. He got fucking lucky with meeting Lelouch. Because if that shit, I think he did command him. Oh, well, maybe he didn't. But because now he has V2's power.
Yeah. So you understand what I mean by like how it can be two different ways that they could be actual brothers or just call each other brothers? Because, like I said, we've seen these like higher beings make, or not higher beings, but beings given this ability, make contracts with kids. So if it was Charles' biological actual brother, then a Geass user could have made a contract with a kid, and then that kid could have had immortality and
killed the user.
Yeah, which kind of seems not the case, but I don't know. That's just another way that it could be literal, I guess. But yeah, so Charles now is immortal and has gained V2's power. And it seems, which I don't know why then it appeared like he was also going to take C2's, maybe so he could either have more power or take it from / keep it from Lelouch. I don't know. But I also thought it was interesting during watching that episode, his desire was to kill God, and seeing them that young made me realize, I think for the first time, like, oh, that is something that an adult, I think, would be less likely to make that their dream than a kid. You know what I mean? And so it's something that he's maybe held on to for a long time because he made that promise when he didn't really know any better, I guess.
Yeah,
when he was a child.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, I'm just kind of, brainstorming, throwing things out, trying to process and understand everything that we saw. Now, how Marianne is going to fit into all of this is also something I'm super interested in, because it implied in this episode that V2 loved Marianne.
Well, maybe Marianne was the person who had Geass. Yeah. And I think Marianne is still alive.
Interesting.
Because C2 is talking to Marianne.
But we also saw that, because C2 said, I exist in all realms.
Yeah, but C2 was with Marianne too. We saw that in a flashback too. So.
Right. Well, yeah. Interesting.
Maybe Marianne gave V2, because V2 made a contract with his the brother.
Well,
it's so confusing.
Wait,
there's too many users now.
No, I know. But
and now it's like masters. I can't keep track.
Just like C2 was able to make contracts with multiple people, she made a contract with Mao and Lelouch.
Yes,
at the same time.
But
the same can be said of V2. V2 could have made a contract with Charles and Marianne if they wanted to.
I see.
Because
if Marianne couldn't die, you know what I mean?
And do we know who Rollo got his Geass from?
From the facility.
From the facility?
He's a failed experiment.
Gotcha.
But he has Geass. They were making Geass kids.
Yeah. I just thought that
Which I don't understand. So that's all V2's work? Or is it like artificial Geass? Like it's very confusing. Oh, because he said he can't use his Geass on V2. You can't use it on you can't use it on your master.
right. So I think then that Rolo did get it from V2 because I was under the assumption that Jeremiah's Geass, even though it's a Geass canceller, is what is artificial because it's blue, not red.
And why was C2 so shocked? Like, oh, V2, like you have eternal like life. Like, why was C2 so confused about that? Like, that bro hasn't aged for years. Like, why?
I don't think C2 was confused by that.
I thought she was in that scene. Because he was like, oh, yeah, eternity. And he's like, C2, or like, V2, like, what?
I think that they all know that they're immortal, but I think to them, like it's depicted, very often in media, it's a burden. Like so they're like, you're free of this burden. So
then V2 wanted to die in that moment?
I think maybe both of them, want to die. Maybe because I think that we're seeing them all at a point where they're kind of done. Like they want to check out. Because of the whole speech about life and death and purpose.
But if V2 is actually Charles's actual fucking brother, then he hasn't lived for that long.
Sure.
He's just been stuck a child.
But I wouldn't.
It's so confusing.
I still wouldn't get hung up on them being actual brothers. Maybe I missed something. But it's just like we talk about in other series. One Piece comes to mind. There's a character who calls another character uncle. And there's a lot of conversation about that, but it is a term of endearment. And...
I need to know. I need to have that clarified for me because it just doesn't make any. What? I'm getting confused.
I know.
And it's making me frustrated because I just want to know. Like, it gave us so many answers, but it's still confusing. But it shouldn't be confusing. It's just C2 was given a power
by that nun,
and that nun tricked her and gave her that power so the whole point of Geass is just to kill the fucking user. Like, okay,
well, again, eventually
that's the whole meaning behind it.
Not the whole meaning, but I think that
because some users, most users that are given the ability, like it manifests differently in everyone, and some people can't fucking handle it. It makes them go insane. So it's just like a test thing of like who is able to do it and who's able to like hone it, and whoever can hone it is the one who's going to be able to kill me. Like that's the only.
I understand that. That makes sense to me.
I guess.
Because again,
that I will say is a little, I don't know.
You have to look at it through the lens of immortality being a burden, which again, like I said earlier, I think it'd be sick to live forever. And people, it's just because in media, they give the same reasons. Like, imagine seeing everyone around you die. It's like, yeah, I mean, but, people can die while you're,
sure,
not immortal. And it's always going to suck, but you have to, carry on. And carry their memory on.
Marianne.
Shaman. So, but is it because you don't like, it's hard for you to understand why someone would want to train someone to eventually kill them? Is that it? If even knowing that to them immortality is like a burden, because C2.
But it's like, why wouldn't you just be up front? Like, why do you have to hide that?
Okay, see, now we're getting somewhere. That I can understand.
Why couldn't she be like, yeah, my dream? Like, why'd she hold it for so long? Like, does it not work? Like, do the people have to like love you? You know what I mean? Like, cause she loved that nun lady. She trusted that nun lady. Like, does there have to be a level of trust in order for them to actually be able to kill you? Because we've seen C2 get shot. We've seen C2 get fucking cut. Like, she is immortal and she cannot be killed. But the only one that could kill her is a person that she's like close to. Is that, you know what I mean? Like, just like Charles and V2, Charles technically killed V2. V2's dead. And Charles took on the immortality from V2 because of that trust. Is that it?
That could be a factor. See, now we're getting somewhere. That could be something for sure.
Because that makes more sense as to why the nun would like trick her.
Because you're not necessarily killing them so much as you are taking
the burden,
their Geass, like away from them.
But you are killing them.
And in doing so, you're killing them.
You're
but
killing
with
them.
C2, for example, it's not like the moment, and I don't know if her Geass got taken away, her power got taken away. But how
it looked like it did because she didn't have the V on her forehead.
Exactly. So that's what I mean.
That's why she got that.
dropped.
That's why she got that cut now.
Yeah, it's not like she dropped dead.
She can't have blunt bangs because you see the little.
Right.
She has to have. That's why
Now
she had.
That's why she was so adamant about finding someone who could take her power from her, because she always wanted to rock the bangs parted down the middle look. And
Exactly.
never could.
She never could. So she had to have that V. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
Oh
Now
my
you
gosh.
get
I was
it.
like, why does she have a V? It's because it's like a V.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's not like she dropped
But
dead.
is she not V2 anymore? She's just some green haired
She had green hair
girl.
when she was human.
No, I know, but now she's just some green haired girl.
She's just some green hair girl.
Oh.
And it seemed like her mind was kind of stuck in the time before or the time when she was first changed.
No, she regressed.
Yeah, yeah.
She's not herself anymore, which is like
Now, what they could do
no
is defeat Charles and give Charles. Imagine that would suck if like she does all this shit because she's like, I'm done living. I don't want to be immortal anymore, and so she does that, gives up her power, and kind of reverts. And Lelouch is like, but I love you, so he defeats Charles and then gives Charles power back to C2, and then C2's back, but she's like, no.
In a way, she's like dead right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like she's not herself anymore. So maybe she did die, like her being, like her personality, like everything she's been through, like her mind. I don't know. I think Marianne is a witch. I think Marianne is alive. She even said like, how long are you gonna hide? Like how long? Like she's talking to Marianne.
Yes,
in some plane or another.
Yeah, I want to see how that all pans out. We got a lot of answers, but we still
right. Because why can't the Emperor just say shit? Like, why can't you just fucking tell Lelouch?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it benefit you to get him off your ass?
But I was thinking about that too.
And he said
like,
prodigal.
Right, the prodigal son has returned. Like that whole like parable or whatever.
Yeah.
Proverb, story, whatever.
Yeah. Prodigal.
The prodigal son. Prodigal. Son.
Prodigal.
Yeah.
Prodigal.
That's just a term for like
prodigal.
The son who who like spurned me or shunned me or who went against me. Yeah, has returned.
I thought it was a good thing.
No, my dad. It's like it comes from a.
My dad told me that shit all the time.
Did. My dad told me, the prodigal son. Yeah, because it's like, no, really, because it's like the son who like went against you.
I thought it meant like
has now come back to you.
I thought it was like the chosen son, like
no.
like the prodigal, like it's like a prodigy. It sounds like prodigy.
Well, because how I understood it, it was from a story in the Bible where a son rebelled against his father,
and then he got like fucked up.
And then left, and life kicked his ass, and he came back. Yeah, and so he's like the prodigal son. That's the story of the prodigal son.
I was like, oh no, I think it means you're like, nope. I definitely know it doesn't mean that. I definitely know it doesn't mean that. Wow. Okay.
But to your point, real quick, and we're almost done. I know this episode. There was just a lot in this episode. I want to say that maybe another reason that they aren't or weren't upfront about that was because at least narratively speaking, maybe they're going with the idea that you wouldn't want to tell somebody right away, like, oh, I can give you this power, but you're going to have to kill me, because maybe that would discourage someone from like taking it, because they'd be like, whoa, I don't want to do that. So they kind of like trick them or lure them.
I mean, yeah, that's what she said. She tricked you. But I do think that there is some truth behind the bond. There has to be a bond in order for them to actually like use it against you.
Sure. Yeah.
One. Second,
you forgot what you were going to say.
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, God, I forgot what I was going to say. Dang it.
Someone turning against you.
No.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Think about it.
It left my whole brain right now.
It happens.
Okay. It's okay.
But there's a lot we still don't know. So for now, that'll be our discussion on episode 15. Let's just jump into our reaction to episode 16, turn 16, United Federation of Nations Resolution number 1. Long ass title.
I literally can't believe Suzaku punched
Colin
like that.
hard.
Like, hard in the stomach.
That shit
like,
hurt me.
I've just received word from Prime Minister Schneisel about it. It's important that we restrict this information to only those present here. He also said that this situation is only known to a handful of people in the homeland.
What on earth happened to him?
There is no news on the investigation.
She looks like a Hunter x Hunter character.
Yeah, she does.
Won't this affect our plans to attack the Chinese Federation?
If His Majesty isn't present to issue a declaration of war, then we can't do anything.
And there's domestic security. If the numbers were to learn of this situation, you had better have new policies in place.
Well,
People expect
Shut
action
the
from authority figures.
Miss Lohmeyer, do you think you'd like to handle it alone?
Sorry.
Is this for the best? With the Emperor gone, Nonali should be safe for now.
I've done it! The actions which Britannia has taken prove the Emperor is absent. It seems he is truly trapped in the other realm.
Whoa!
I am concerned about what he said before. I am content simply knowing that Nonali is safe.
What should I be doing now?
Let's see now. Sing me a song while hopping on one foot and wearing your clothes inside out.
Yes, right away, Master.
No, wait! I was kidding!
The dynamic.
Beat me hard again.
Beat me hard again?
She's now only the slave girl before the power of Geass came.
See?
I would never do anything to harm you at all.
But what was that again part?
Because they beat her when she was a slave girl. When she's a little girl. She's like a little girl right now. She's not like the one that had the Geass and the love and all the fucking proposals and shit. She's a little girl.
You got her out of there inside of the Sutherland's cockpit.
Please forgive me. You ordered me to destroy them all, but killing a member of the
The
Britannian
Cornelia is bad, bro.
Or rather, I should say, well done.
Tell me, Lelouch, what is it you are seeking within that accursed power?
What am I seeking? I'm seeking to save a sister that I adore.
How dare you?
Kinoshita.
Captain Asahina.
I see. Bloodstains. I'd sure like to know. What was Zero doing?
Well, I
won't say a thing.
Fuck.
Those are Zero's orders. The details are top secret. Even General Toto isn't allowed to know.
You toss real confident weight around for a newbie.
For real.
This team is gained by confidence, and confidence is earned by a Black Knight from Zero himself.
That's some trusting value system.
I'm so sorry.
What the hell's that mean? There's no
Good.
need to apologize.
Good. Yes.
Flip on the good guy routine whenever you like.
Ooh.
Now that I'm this pissed off, Colin Koski's a soldier, not a sideshow.
Let's
Most
go.
pissed off because you're not resisting.
Colin's a fucking G2.
Put me to death. An inmate assaulting a knight of the round should be good reason enough for anyone.
No, I won't, because I'm the one who did wrong.
No, I won't. I hate you.
I love her. I love her.
By ratifying this charter, it will give birth to an alliance that will rival the Holy Britannian Empire, and its name shall be the United Federation of Nations!
Oh, he just keeps throwing United in front of every fucking title. People go fucking nuts.
Some have agreed to participate.
With this move, we've finally earned a just cause to launch a war of liberation.
A just cause to launch war.
If the forthcoming operation to recapture Japan is indeed successful,
he's still alive.
He's still kicking so hard.
I ask only that you cooperate on the focus of our plan. What you decide will change the course of world history!
Damn. So is he just a immortal being now?
I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
Does she still like pizza?
With Millie Ashford here. Guess what, audience? We're going to the jungle right here in the city. We are? Animal time.
Oh, fuck.
It's pizza.
I brought you some food to eat. It's only me.
Oh.
Pigs in a blankie.
Called pizza.
Oh, wait. What the fuck?
You'd be hungry by now.
It didn't look like
I
pizza.
wanted you to have some, so I asked Sugiyama to help me out.
Unless that's that new, stuffed crust. I don't know what kind of fucking pizza that is. Gourmet shit.
You don't remember, do you?
Stuffed crust of some kind? Okay.
Try it. It's all right.
It's an ad. He's like, if you like it, you can get more at PizzaHut.com. For a limited time only. Use code Geass.
It's good, isn't it?
Really, really good.
Thought so. Prez.
Oh, that's
Not sure
Millie.
That's the way to start out a new career.
She loves that shit. She lives for that shit. You know her.
You don't even know what this is, do you?
Anya.
Nothing but trouble, even though I chose it myself. Decisions I made 8 years back.
Do you still place trust in him, the you from 8 years ago?
Are you asking if the choices I made were foolish?
Memories that people have are always vague.
I'd have to disagree with that.
But I know it. In my case,
Oh, wow.
I kept a diary from 9 years ago. I don't remember anything from it at all. And there's more I don't trust. The data I store doesn't match any memories I have.
Could that be
The
it?
Emperor.
The Emperor's Geass?
Mm-hmm.
But why use
Wow.
it in Anya?
Even recent things, my memories don't match the recordings at all.
Oh!
What do people value most?
Bro, see what I'm talking about?
Traitor? Their own life, of course.
So I see that you've returned from the Belarusian front, Sir Bradley.
It's the night of 10.
I see your skill at courting with the new ladies is still intact. Princess Massacre wasn't enough for you?
Speak another untrue
Princess
word of her
Massacre.
name and you will have
They
to
call
face
her.
me in a duel, sir.
Oh, it seems you've forgotten. I'm very well known as the genius of homicide. Perhaps being only a number without any true bloodline has dulled you.
Cease your squabbling!
The night of 1. But why would they send Bismarck Waldstein here?
Anya, a foolish question. Obviously, the Black Knights will invade Area 11 first. I've brought the Valkyrie Squadron for that here as well. I've also readied Garrett's for this event. Now is the time for us to join our forces under the command of Prince Schneisel. So save your solo flaunting for the battlefield.
Damn. He's fucking with everybody's memories.
My brother Naoto is like that as well.
Oh, I'd heard we'd captured the Black Knight.
This fucking guy just keeps popping up. Oh! Ha 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 ha.
I gave you permission to enter this area, Sir Bradley.
So you're the vampire of Britannia.
Yes.
So are you here to finish off the hostage?
Not so. Hostages have only one value I care for. One can do anything he has a whim for to its body.
Have you no sense of pride, dear Sir Bradley? Threatening an unarmed, imprisoned woman.
The naive child, still getting on by family laurels.
Nah, he's the best of them.
Are you implying that it's easy to become a Knight of the Round on family recognition alone?
What's his name again?
Leia onto the
I forget.
Well, the intention was for Suzaku to pilot the Gurren, but...
The Gurren?
Sorry, he's right. I got so carried away I forgot. It's just Lloyd and I got so wrapped up in our little hobby we...
Rakshata's mechanisms are quite easy to tinker
Lloyd
with.
is
Now
gay.
it's so super
Stop.
can't be flown. End result, you're our little devicer again.
Excuse me, Professor Lloyd. Now that you mention the Lancelot,
You wouldn't mix up a strategic weapon with a tactical one, would you?
I have thought it through. Any matter caught within the primary area of effect field will be annihilated by the Flaya's rapid spear collapse.
Hold on! You want Suzaku to fire a weapon like that?
He'd kill his own people. A massacre.
Suzaku, you don't consider yourself an 11 anymore, right?
Oh.
That's why I want to entrust the Flaya to you.
You'd give me that burden?
Yeah.
Princess Euphemia's knight, so naturally.
So you kill your own people, right?
Fine quandary. Might just kill Suzaku and take you along as well.
Yes, we've finished preparations for our worldwide broadcast.
Oh,
Lin
fuck.
Shinkai and General Todo are in the waiting area.
Very good. After I meet with the Indian and Guinean members, expect me at the assembly. Do not leave this room.
Okay, and so later.
Later?
I mean, see you later.
He's blushing.
I'll be off then.
He's like, I shouldn't like this much.
Yeah.
Charter. I will leave explanation of it to representative of the Supreme Council, Kaguya Sumeragi.
She's so funny.
Are you all right? We could always...
No, I already got the...
You're the Empress. We know you can.
Oh my god.
Nah, he deserves it. He earned it this time.
He's the partier. That's his place.
Congrats to Papa Zero!
Son, maybe you had a little too much.
Sir, after this current situation is over, I'd like to propose a request to Kyoshido Todo that...
Great.
Bro, everyone's shooting their shot this episode.
Time to be running late again? Did you oversleep again?
Too slow.
Sorry I'm late, but the truth is...
We're all here. Let's go. It's our day to change all of the history books, right?
We are coming live to you right over Hodai Island, where the ratification ceremony for the United States Charter is about
Looks like a mega church logo that they got right there with the dove and shit.
As parts of the now dissipating EU are joining as well, it will have a great unified power. Included from the EU are Poland, Italy,
Can't
Romania,
reach soldiers like
Austria,
Suzaku.
Greece,
No brainer, but why
Belarus,
can't I
and
contact
Latvia.
Rolo or Lelouch?
The Black Knights have convinced all of these representative nations to participate. In short, the UFN will
Oh
most likely
shit.
end
He's on business.
Oh yeah, he's standing on his own business right now.
Shugoku and Hokuriku.
As everyone watching this broadcast has witnessed, all 47 nations have just ratified the United States Charter.
Lord Guilford, we finished finish preparations for your troops review.
Very good. On my way. Yes? Don't worry. If it's about the troop review,
Lord Guilford.
Orange
Jeremiah.
boy.
Bro, stop fucking calling me that!
Just as you said. But the militaries of each country will never be able to work together.
No, there is an option.
Of this charter and those of international accords, this article takes precedence.
Finally, Article 17 of the United States Charter. All ratifying nations do now declare to abandon native military power forever.
Abandon military power?
Are they mad?
To guarantee security, member nations have agreed to employ a fighting force not affiliated with any one country. They have contracted the Black Knights.
Whoa!
Our acceptance also allows for UFN
The credits.
In return,
This is propaganda.
the shield to defend every member nation, and its sword to oppose any external foe.
Disturbances in this world are caused by military powers of disparate nations. The UFN shall only use military force in accordance with a full resolution by the Supreme Council. Japan is being held by an unjust foreign power, and the USJ have asked for our help to free them from this occupation. I request that the Black Knights be dispatched at once. All those in favor, please stand up.
They're like a global military force or a police force.
Yeah.
And so with overwhelming majorities, under UFN Resolution Number 1, the Black Knights shall now go forth to liberate Japan.
Our first operational objective shall be Japan!
They're going to all out war right now.
And now we shall take it back.
Might rescue Colin also.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about her.
Oh my god, I knew it was going too well.
It's coming in from 14 external paths.
That's your daddy.
Well, look who's back.
Was this fake disappearance you're doing, Father? A charade?
No shit, Schneisel.
The link, damn it! We can't. Zero. You thought this foolishness would surprise me?
Impossible. He's still alive?
However,
Yes.
it matters not. This charter you've made is a child's note. You've only helped distinguish Britannia on a map from the rest of the pitiful dirt. The situation is very simple and clear. For in the end, whoever succeeds in this battle shall gain control of the entire world. So will you win it all now, Zero, or will you lose everything? Time to learn the gambles
Ultimate
of war.
chess match.
All hail Britannia! All hail Britannia! All hail Britannia!
Fuck.
Japan!
Long live Japan!
Let's fucking go.
The Emperor is still alive?
Excuse me. Welcome back.
Gross looking pizza.
Not good at all. I have to rescue Nonole at once. Maybe I could use Cornelia some way. The hostage ploy would have no effect on him. Perhaps use Jeremiah or Rollo. No, I can't. And Geass won't work on him. Should I reveal to the world that Zero's Lelouch? If the Black Knights found out their leader were an enemy prince, I'd lose that too. And rescuing Nonole is useless if there's no country that will accept us. Damn it.
Master, I kept this last piece so you could have it. You left without having breakfast and must be hungry. So please, if
Be
you
quiet!
Oh, Lelouch!
Hey,
Forgive me, Master. I'll clean it up at once.
be careful now. You're bleeding.
It's fine. I'm okay. I get cut up all the time.
All the time.
Bleeding feels even better when it's cold. It feels warm on your outside. It stings a bit, but only on the outside, and that's always better than hurt on your inside. Any kind of warmth helps make you try to keep going. Oh, look it, Master. You're shaking. Are you cold now?
Yeah, maybe. And the hurt on the inside. How's it healed?
You just think of some friends.
Huh?
I've never actually had one. Not like families. That always comes and goes. I mean someone special who stands beside you. At least, I guess that's what I've heard that friends do.
Yes, they do. A friend is always there.
Suzaku?
The reunion.
I'm here.
It's Lelouch.
I know.
So, have you seen the news?
So sassy.
About Area 11 becoming a battlefield again? Yes.
The Tokyo settlement. It'll be in danger?
Depends on your decisions. Lelouch, are you Zero?
Yes, I am.
Good.
I am Zero.
Now tell me why an enemy of Britannia is calling.
Help me. Please save Nonole. The Emperor has been using her as hostage to try and lure me into his trap. Don't you see? That's why I've had to operate in secret. Please, Suzaku, you're the only person I can turn to now.
How dare you? You think that request means anything to me?
No, I don't.
Always so selfish.
Yes, you're all I have. The only friend I can turn to. Protector, it's Nonali. My heart's begging.
Damn.
Very well then. However, one condition. I will protect Nonali, but you must come to Area 11 by yourself. The place will be the Kururugi Shrine. The two of us meet there. Alone.
Okay. Oh, man. Another pretty crazy episode. I mean, it doesn't come as a shock to me necessarily that the Emperor was still alive. There were a lot of episodes left in the season, and things were going too well.
Yeah, and he is a very smart guy. The apple doesn't fall from the Charles.
Yes.
And I think that Lelouch, I don't know why he's underestimating this man.
I know.
Like, so hard. I don't get it. But I do think that when it comes to Lelouch, like, obviously he has this, like, fear towards him. Like, he still is kind of, like, shaken up by him in general, making moves at all, and it's getting in his head a lot. Because it really shouldn't, like, again, nothing right now matters more than, like, keeping Nonali safe. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure if he has that confirmed. I don't know how much, like, more he's going to go into this battle. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean...
It's kind of like taking on... Like, Zero is commanding of the Black Knights now, but now that the nations are kind of united, it's kind of like more on them.
Right.
Like, they're the military, kind of, in a sense.
Well, but I do think that, obviously, the Emperor's kind of appearance put a wrench into those things, because it seemed like even Schneisel was kind of shocked at the...
He doesn't tell his kids his moves at all. He operates on his own.
But there was a moment where I thought Schneisel was maybe either trying to also kind of like overthrow him.
He is in a different way.
In a different way.
I think that him creating this weapon, like, he knows about all of the Geass shit to an extent. Like, he knows about what his dad's been doing with these, like, weird ass fucking thought elevator, like, all this shit. He has knowledge of that. He might be trying to destroy it.
Maybe. I mean, he tasked Nina with making that bomb for a reason, right? But to use it on
the 11th, like,
to use it on the 11th, I mean, maybe it's going to be a part of their war in Japan, but
they're having Suzaku,
which was incredibly fucked up,
extremely fucked up. And even fucking what's his name, Lloyd.
Yeah. Lloyd was like he was trying to tell Nina, like, chill. Like,
he was like, this is going to kill him.
Yeah. Like, okay. And
it might fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Yeah, he was trying to be nice about it. But
he wasn't. I wouldn't say
like,
he was nice.
Girl.
Yeah, he's like, girl, relax, chill. I want to slap her.
It was not just that, but I guess first of all, had we ever met that orange?
No, this is his first appearance.
Before?
But I think they've mentioned him.
Yeah, well, they're Knights of the Round, and I think they've mentioned that there are 10 of them. And so we've only really seen Anya, the blonde-haired guy who I love, Suzaku, and the Knight of the One, and now this new one. So, I mean, I guess we've only seen like half of them, maybe a little over half of them. Anyway, point being, he kind of came out of nowhere and was
for like no
awful.
Reason. Yeah, I don't get it.
But more interesting, I think, is the reveal that Anya's memories have also been toyed with, which
altered. She saw something that she was not supposed to see. She has pictures of Lelouch when he was a kid. She has some relation to the royal family, which is kind of insane that she would have that picture, because if Lelouch was like 6 or 7 in that picture, she would have been way younger, like fucking 3. Like, she's only 15. She's like the same age as, like, maybe Nonali's a little older by this point. But why did she have that picture? Like, there's something. And remember when C2 like touched her in her nightmare,
right?
And she was like, "Oh, that's why. Like, that's what happened, or like that's what you did." Like, I don't know if that was in response to like, oh, she had Geass used on her, or a connection to Marianne.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
This might be his other fucking sibling. I have no idea.
It could be like another sibling that they just don't know about, and maybe she has. But see, that's where things get a little like muddy and complicated for me, because Charles is clearly. Remind me to come back to the Charles thing. I don't want to lose my train of thought on that.
Charles.
I just remind me
Charles
to
train.
Come back to the Charles train. But with Anya more specifically, she also said that it wasn't just her memories of the past that have been changed. She said, because you mentioned that she had the photo and it was from her since her childhood, but also she says that her memories of the battle on in the Chinese Federation territory, like up to as recent as that, have been changed. So it seems like every now and then they are changing. And it could be like, is it just Anya? Probably, but is it also maybe?
But why?
On a
That's
bigger,
the point.
like, and I don't mean just Anya, like just her, but I mean like, is he doing it to Knights of the Round? Is he doing it to people in an inner circle?
But for what reason? Like, what reason?
To ensure their loyalty, to in their minds make the things that they do just. And
but I mean, if you're raised in it, you already think that that's true.
Sure.
So I don't. But there has to be a crazier reason as to why he's just doing it to her. Like, it doesn't make sense right now, obviously.
But I was just thinking, how large can that scale be? Is it just with the Knights of the Round, that's this immediate circle, or can he do it to more people? Is he doing it to more people on a much larger scale? I don't know. The Charles thing, though, because this is where I start to, and this is just all theoretical, hypothetical, whatever. But when you were saying that, oh, maybe she had her, and clearly did have her memories changed as a child, yada, yada, yada. Like, why her? Why nobody else? Like, if Charles was always able to do this, then, why hasn't he ever done it to anybody before? And the second thing is, I get it, that Charles is more so toying with Lelouch, playing with Lelouch, but he could at any point just out Zero as Lelouch. At any point. I mean, he had, the world was his stage.
Because he's still, that would show him as weak.
I could see that.
That he's letting his, like, child get away with all this shit.
I could see that.
Like,
yeah.
That would make him look embarrassing. So that's why, like, Lelouch even thought of that. Like, should I? To, like, fuck with him. Because if it's showing, like, you're, like, a prince of Britannia went against Britannia this fucking hard, like, it's laughable.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, even Lelouch is fucking torn as fuck. He doesn't know what the fuck to do. He's calling Suzaku because, again, it all comes down to Nonali. Yes. Like, what's going to happen to Nonali? Because now, even they both have that in common, is what the fuck, the Emperor's back, what's going to happen to Nonali? Like, they're both thinking about that. So,
and I do think that was a moment for Suzaku too, hopefully, where he is seeing that things aren't, finally seeing that things aren't what he thought they were, even within the Britannian military. Because he was going to the Emperor, dragging Lelouch there. He was like the Emperor's little fucking lapdog, Knight of the Round, all this, all that. But now I think in that moment with him and Anya, because he definitely knows what Charles Geass is. So
because he's just being used.
When Anya started saying that, I think it might have been the first time he was like, "Oh fuck, maybe
it was used on me."
Maybe, and maybe it was. I don't know.
What was V2's ability again?
I don't remember.
I don't think we ever saw V2's Geass.
Maybe we didn't.
Am I forgetting? Because I'm like, what did V2? Because we thought that V2 was going to make a contract with Suzaku or like use it on Suzaku. Never saw that.
Right. But we do know that Suzaku is still under the effects of Lelouch's command to live.
Right.
And so that could come into play. Anyway, I think it's cool that they have this like meetup happening scheduled.
Yeah,
again.
I mean, is it going to be the same shit though?
Maybe. I mean, we
see things.
16?
Yeah, we see things again and again. So is this going to be the same like as Kamine Island?
Right. Right.
But I do want to say that shit was so satisfying.
Watching him get the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, because even like we were saying, like you just did it. Like you already did it. like you were going to do it and then you changed your mind last minute doesn't mean that you still didn't have the intentions of doing it. You fucking hit me in the stomach. Like you can put on this nice guy, good guy fucking mask and then take it off whenever you want. Like that's just not how it works.
That was crazy.
And she was telling him how it is, and he was like, "I'm not gonna do that." And then she was like, "You're not gonna do that." She's like, I fucking hate you.
But then Lelouch kind of did it too when he fucking.
It's to show the mirrors of Suzaku and Lelouch. And they're mirrored to each other, and their experiences are mirrored to each other. And if they just work together, they can actually make a change. And that's the point of the show.
Yeah.
And Suzaku should get a Geass and then use it on Lelouch and call it a day and get even.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to worry about it anymore. It's funny how, what's her name? Nina. She doesn't like women who are being like used by men or whatever the fuck she said. But like Schneisel is literally doing the same thing to you. Like using you to get what he wants, and you think it's like but she thinks
that what she's doing is better, is bigger, is more meaningful than what Millie's doing.
By killing
as a fucking penguin,
killing Japanese people. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like sick.
And
love
Millie's
this.
bringing
I love my job.
smiles.
Millie's bringing smiles,
laughter, joy,
hijinks,
warmth, making my mornings warm. That's what her show is called. Making mornings warm with Millie is long.
It just sounds really inappropriate.
Oh yeah, it kind of does.
Making mornings warm
with Millie.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Silly Millie hour.
The silly Millie hour. That's better.
Making mornings warm. Ugh, God, that makes me. Ugh.
Anyway, all I'm saying is,
what are you saying exactly? Though? What are you saying exactly? What?
Even though it does feel like we are setting up to get into a similar situation that we were in at the end of season 1 with the meetup.
Yes,
I'm still very excited. It does feel like we're in the end game. It feels like things are coming to a head with Charles, but there also feels like, and there's still a good chunk of episodes left, I guess. There also feels like now with the Knights of the Round thrown in there and so many other factors thrown in there, like there's still a lot, and we still don't have any Marianne shit. But
we have to get Marianne. Like I think that they're
saving it for like maybe a big series reveal,
and it's going to be a crazy reveal. It's going to be a crazy reveal.
I'm sure it will be. And
I'm sure she's up to some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she was up to some shit like, you think that I'm bad. You didn't know your mother. And Lucia's like, no, stop. No.
I mean, that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
She wanted you dead, Lelouch.
Yeah. Yeah, she was going to
But I got caught she got caught in the crossfire. Like some crazy ass shit. Because you're an abomination. Because Lelouch is an abomination.
Yeah.
Maybe he was born with Geass. He didn't even know it.
Shit.
Because C2 said it had to be you.
Shit.
Marianne's son. That's the connection. Not the Emperor's son. Marianne. Marianne is an ancient witch. She's playing dead in order to come back and fuck up the Emperor.
I mean, shit. I'm not going to say that that's not definitely a possibility.
I think it might be. And I don't like C2 like this either.
Oh, I don't.
I want her back.
I do. I miss her. I don't like seeing her like this. It makes me sad.
It makes me sad. Bleeding. When it's cold, it makes your skin
Blood
warm.
feels warm when it's cold.
And it's better to hurt on the outside than the inside. Like, what?
Yeah. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it.
I like feeling the blood on me because it keeps me warm in the snow. Like, what the fuck?
And it's just crazy because that is, I mean, we didn't know her when she was going through all of these things, but she did go through all of these things. Like, this is who she was. And that is,
I could count to 20.
Yeah. Crazy. It breaks my heart, honestly. That's why I don't like it, because it breaks my heart.
I can think of friends that I don't have.
Yeah. I don't really know what friends are, but if I had to venture a guess.
I think of them to make me happy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
From what I've been told.
Oh.
It's nice having friends.
And then Lelouch goes, you're right.
And he's like, it is C2. It is.
I'm gonna call mine up right now. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't got none though.
He's like, oh, you don't even know what this is to the phone. It's crazy. Disrespectful. These 2 episodes were very satisfying, though.
I will say that they ate.
They ate. They really did.
And I'm full.
Sometimes I feel like Geass does this thing where he goes back and forth between the political warfare and the mystical, magical mystery of the Geass.
Which
And
I'm gonna be honest. I need more of what's going on with that specifically.
But speaking of that made me think, now after this episode, do you think...
Sorry, the TV is showing a huge picture of C2 eating pizza. It's very cute.
And it makes me hungry.
Yeah.
Do you think that after seeing what you saw in this last episode, that Lelouch does have that ability now? Like, is he immortal now? Does he have C2's power now?
I think she has to be dead.
I see.
Actually physically dead.
Okay.
Like, I think that her thoughts are trapped, and they might be trapped where the Emperor is at still. He might be still trapped in that realm, but found a way to transmit to, the television through
the bridge between worlds.
And I think C2 might still be there. Or not. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's just buried. Maybe she's just regressed because of how close she was to getting her life taken away. Maybe it reset for a little bit. Like, she's gonna come back. She's not gonna stay like this forever.
No.
But yeah, I think she has to be physically totally dead. I don't think he's immortal. I think he would. I think he probably should have tested it.
And I can see her memories trapped or something,
in the thoughts.
A part of her being trapped up there too. I can see that. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, the pizza, that is...
Oh,
it's pigs in a blanket crust. It is Vienna sausage. Maybe not Vienna. Maybe it is Vienna. Sausages with an encased crust around them that acts as the crust. And not only that, the toppings are broccoli.
No, it's probably basil.
No, it's broccoli. It's broccoli. Rewind the tape. It's broccoli. And I don't know if that's a hamburger meat or some sort of mushroom, but it is
It was a pizza?
Weird pizza.
Made by someone who fucking hates pizza.
It's someone who doesn't know what pizza is.
I think I see it as someone who knows what pizza is, but hates it so much that they want to ruin it.
It's like when people draw things from memory. Like, a pizza should not be a thing that you get wrong. You ask anyone.
A 2-year-old to draw a pizza from memory.
They'll draw it. They know it's pepperoni and a
triangle
fucking crust.
with those circles on it.
No, it's like, I couldn't know. This is this. I don't know what the hell this is.
It's not pizza. Just like C2 is not being herself right now. This pizza is not being itself right now.
It's fucked up of Lelouch to be like, I got you pizza. Bitch, you know damn well that's not the pizza she fucking orders.
Yeah. No, she's going for that cheese pull, meat lovers, maybe a couple bell peppers on there too. Fuck it, jalapeno, something like that. She's never eaten shit that looks like this. And maybe it's to show that Lelouch doesn't pay fucking attention.
No. It's like, oh no, she'll eat anything at this point.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any friends. And would it kill you to get her another cheese coon plushie?
She had one though.
I want more. She needs more. Not just fucking one.
Yeah, now you got to take care of her.
God damn it.
Because she's taking care of you.
Yeah, you get her this bunk ass, fucking 3 pigs in a blanket, weird ass Dr. Seuss looking pizza.
Dr. Seuss. Anyway, that's going to do it for our reaction discussion of these 2 episodes of Code Geass Season 2. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please leave your comments spoiler-free in the comment section down below. If you can maybe help explain things better,
please,
without spoiling things, that'd be cool.
I don't know why I'm still confused, because it was handed. Maybe I'm just not satisfied.
I feel like I understand it, but I'm also...
Maybe I'm just not satisfied with the explanation, and that's why I keep reaching.
I'm also ready to admit that I don't understand it, but let us know if what I'm saying is correct, or maybe shed some more light on what's actually happening, if, again, it doesn't spoil anything. Remember to subscribe as well. That would mean the world to us. It matters. It helps. It's the click of a button. You could do it right now. Please. We appreciate it. and we appreciate you no matter how you show your support. If you would like to support in another way and see our uncut, unedited reactions to this series and all of the other series that we react to, then you could do that by becoming a Patreon member by going to patreon.com/volume1pod. You can even try it out for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you. That also greatly helps. That also means the world to us. Speaking of our Patreon members, now we would like to take a moment to thank members of our V1P tier. So again, thank you to everybody, no matter how you show your support, but a special thank you to Tyler the Nerdy Bassist, Roland V-Dub, Quattro,
Trip Hazard, Wombo, David Ramirez, and the one and only V1 royalty member, Paladin Berserker Jedi! Woo!
Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for hanging out with us, for clicking on this video. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that's always the same and never changes, which today, Megan, is...
It's better to hurt on the outside than the inside.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, for clicking on this video. And until next time, it's better to hurt on the outside than it is on the inside. Or, you know what else would be a great outro?
What?
That's not pizza.
Oh, that's not pizza!
Oh, like a game show. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, we should make a
guess what? This is pizza.
And we just get to eat.